What's up, friends? It's your boy Ave that don't play but slay all day, every day. This ain't Burger King, so you can't have it your way, okay? So anywho, in this video we'll be reviewing episode 1 of Baddies Caribbean, and yes, I know I am like a week late. I'ma go ahead and drop 2 videos so we can go ahead and be on track for next week for episode 3. Alrighty, so Baddies Caribbean, I was keeping up on the trailers, I was keeping up on auditions, I was keeping up on everybody who had made the auditions through social media. My pre-season favorite now was Meatball, Tinkerbella, DTB, and Big Reg. Not the little one, the big one. Alrighty, so let's get into the episode. So we start off with, of course, what happened last season. Um, it was about 4 minutes and about 20 seconds of just what happened through the previous season. I don't want to know what happened. I can watch it through Zeus. I can watch it all over again. Like, I think I know what happened. And it just happened like, what, 3 months ago, 4 months ago? Like, it's crazy. So now they start off like how they did last season, where they do somewhere in Puerto Rico, and it starts off with Mariah and Asian Doll fighting, um, with the suspense music of the Hunger Games. I really thought like, when they start like fighting and whatnot and getting off the barriers, like that suspense music, like yeah, it was giving so much that. And then, of course, I did see my two pre-favorite season baddies fight, which was Big Gretchen Meatball. So now we move back into 1 month earlier, okay? So 1 month earlier, it starts with the baddies. We outside baddies. We outside baddies, or whatever they want to do with that. Of course, it's Natalie's song, and then they give us their location, which they start Miami, Florida first. So first, it's Natalie introducing what's gonna happen throughout the season. They'll be hitting Barbados, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and yeah, shit's going down. So after that, I guess we're having a meeting on the yacht. That's what I think. The yacht was pretty, it was cute and whatnot. And this is when the girl starts to come in, and that's when we start to get their little introduction, okay? So now they starts off with, you know who the fuck I am. I don't need no introduction. Of course, how she normally does it. Of course, and then next it's Suki. Suki with the attitude. They didn't even show as much. We just saw the front, back, move on. And of course, Miss Pretty, Miss Scotty with the Miss Scotty too hottie with the body. Um, One thing about me that kind of surprised me with Scotty was when she say, "A lot of these bitches get nervous when I walk in." Like, okay, and one misunderstanding is me being a lapdog. Virtue. I don't know how to say about that. And then, of course, to introduce my favorite baddie, Taseki, my favorite eater. Okay, looking good with that red hair with those grills, and then now we get introduced to Mariah. Let me just tell you, Mariah gives me the vibe of her trying to be like T's confessional. Like, I'm back. Like, no. Even though you bitches didn't like me. Like, no. Um, and then she's like, oh, people really thought I was flip flopping this season. It's like, okay, whatever. Biggie, yeah, we're going insane. Hair looking good. Sapphire, I could care less for Sapphire. And then this is the funny part, of course, with that Hunger Games suspense music. Here comes Miss Jella. Um, in her confessional, she did look very oily, like right over here part, which is weird, as if she was sweating. Um, And then boom, that was the last person, and they go through. Natalie brings out these presents, and basically these presents are just baddie chains, and of course Miss Mariah has to say her point and has to be like, "Oh, uh, if it wasn't for me, you guys would have these chains," and then all that kind of bullshit, and then making sure that the chain is not a cast member. I thought that was funny. So they talk about the Biggie and Jella beef. I did see it on social media myself. I did see the video. Um, Jella was trying to defuse the situation, but of course, she did also say who had won, which had caused Biggie to feel some type of way. Of course, Biggie wasn't there, so she stated her opinion, and she basically is like, "Oh yeah, when I see you, I'm gonna slap you." So of course, Jella is standing on business and making sure that Biggie says do what she says. Okay, so they start to go at it on the yacht, and then Jella is feeling some type of way, and she starts to stand up. Her tone gets to get a little bit more louder, and Biggie was like, "Oh, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do?" And then Biggie stands up, and then of course when Biggie stands up, everybody gets into shit fit, and I'm just like, "Girl, okay." So the argument was rubbish. Everybody's just yelling at that point. And it was about Biggie's show on YouTube with Teddy. Of course, I'm subscribed. So I watched all the videos. Yeah, Biggie was talking her shit. So of course, Biggie's gonna have to pay the consequences. Okay. So now, after that, Natalie starts to talk to the girls about, okay, we're introducing the cast members, and she starts reading off her phone. Apparently, I think it's the same social media post that Zeus Network had posted on their social media. So we get Bianca, Mariah's friend, who also is the chicken noodle soup with the soda on the side. We have Callie's sister, Callie Way, which is Blueface's sister. We have Meatball, which is an influencer and a comedian, and I really didn't know her. And then they introduced the audition pick. They start off with DTB, disturbing these bitches, diamond the body, because that's what she does. One thing about her was like, oh, I cut checks, and not much bitches have you can say that. Oh, that really stick to me. Like, oh, I love a bitch that cut checks, bitch. Right? And then of course, Tinkerbell, aren't you happy to see me? Okay, period. That was nice. Like, she's gonna have a lot of clothes. Slim Too Bad from Baton Rouge. I liked her audition. I know she fought in that first episode. One thing about her, the quote I took was "Fight first, talk later." Okay, bitch, I see you. I see you. Really pretty. And of course, it's the Princess of the Islands. I heard her music. I do like her music. But I did see that she got into a little altercation with one of the other Caribbean bodies, which was New. So, and of course, my top down pre favorite season baddie, Big Reg. Um, I like what she says. Yeah, I'm kind of used to it. It's pretty sad. Like that was, and she's gonna be a feisty one. And then Natalie also, there's going to be some special appearance from Abriel Dave, Kennedy Kane, the Claremont Twins, and Tommy Lee. And then, of course, she just describes the injury reserved, which was Rolly and Animal. So, so they move on to Suki and Sunfire because Sukiano would not be on the season. I guess they wanted to go ahead and have them have their little chat. So with that being said, it was bogus scene. I thought it was funny when Sapphire was gonna cry and Suki was like, "I don't give a." Like I thought that was like no sympathy. I was laughing. I was like, "Girl, what makes you think somebody's gonna blah?" And then the cast for the intro for the baddies, wow. And then it was like 30 minutes they gave us that. 30 minutes in, they gave us that. It was like, hello, you're like. So, yeah, it was whack. I wish it was giving very PowerPoint, and that's what many people say. Very PowerPoint-ish. Okay, so then we continue on, and the next scene is we go to the injury reserves, which is Adam Mack, that's my favorite, and Rody. So they get their chains and they start discussing about, Anna Mac and her talking and blah, 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 blah. Um, they were just going back and forth. Some of the things that I did pick out of it were some like Hannah imitates Rolly's walk. And I was like, yeah, you're ugly and you're not. I thought that was funny as hell. Um, and they just go back and forth, just start throwing granola bars, throwing shade, and I just didn't like it. Rolly's still the same, same personality. You can change your body, but you can't change your personality. That's how I felt with her. So now it's time to go to dinner, and of course with dinner, the baddies dinners are always not good. There's always something with the baddie dinner. They never get to eat dinner. Okay. This is where we get introduced to Aubrey O'Day. Of course, she's from Danity King. Her confessionals look was flawless. Um, and we all know she's here to have fun. She did discuss about the Diddy situation, so that was cute, whatever. And then we have J-Lo, before they meet the new girls, J-Lo just wants to like, okay, let's get down to business, girl. With J-Lo and Biggie, blah, 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 blah. You said you were gonna slap me. What you gonna do? Biggie's trying to stand up. I think Biggie and then they both meet around the table. Boom, they get at it. They fussle, and then of course they fussle again. And then Biggie's shirt was down, so apparently Biggie couldn't fight as much. But then Jayla was clocking her, so I would give her that. But um, yeah. So now everything's done. Biggie, respectfully tells Aubrey O'Day, hey, I know I can't be here, blah, 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 but I'm sorry. Keep it at that. And now enters the new baddies with suspense music. So, it's almost, we're going to wrap it up. That's what it's with Zeus. Bianca already is coming in, standing on business for her friend Mariah because of last season's beef. Callie Wade just giving boss energy as she comes in, giving business boss, and Meatballs just regularly just come in playing cool. They're about to show us, everyone's hugging high, 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 and they get into, Bianca starts, bum rushes Sapphire, and they cut it there, you know. So yeah, you guys let me know your guys' thoughts in the video, in the comments down below. I know this is my first Caribbean, this is my first review video, so I'm still trying to you know find the ropes, and see what is best for me to give you guys good content. Okay, so if you guys are not, please follow, please comment, like, and subscribe, and yeah, I'll meet you in the comments below. Until next time, bye.